WTEN, WCDC. Channels 10 and 19.
Meeting with Lady Bird Johnson on life in and out of the White House. Debbie Reynolds on bouncing back from bankruptcy to the big time. Meet TV's top heartthrobs Lorenzo Lamas and the Fall Guys' Doug Barr. And an amazing man who packs over 1,200 credit cards. The thrills continue on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, where fortune is the final frontier.
Sunday after the late news on TV 10.
Take a good look at who's coming your way.
Get ready, world. Louis De Palma is back.
New York's wildest and funniest cabbies
I'm talking about wild.
are back at it again.
Go blow dry your face. What are you doing?
It's Louis, Alex, Elaine, Letka, Tony, Bobby, and Jim.
Ooh, how delightful.
The gang's all here. Taxi.
Weekdays 5:30 on TV 10. Channels 10 and 19. The highest stakes and most glamorous prizes in nighttime television. It's TV's ultimate game show, Sale of the Century, weeknights 7 p.m. on TV 10.
A local teacher wants to ride the space shuttle. Details at 11. A former state trooper shoots himself. We'll have the story at 11.
Newsweek magazine calls this the year of the yuppie. But what is a yuppie?
I don't know, a dog? I would say some kind of toy.
The yuppies, they are slender, blonde, and they all have mustaches.
I don't have the faintest idea.
I'm Greg Floyd. Watch my special assignment series on yuppies tomorrow on TV 10 Action News.
Live location news vans, satellite coverage, computers, weather radar. They all have an important place in TV 10 Action News. But even more important is the voice of our viewers. You tell us you like our news team, that you like our local and regional coverage and prefer to see it in a half hour. We hear you.
Now, watch the news you asked for. 30 minutes of TV 10 Action News each night from 6 to 6:30 p.m.
We hear you. Viewers tell us live local and regional news is important. So now you'll see more live coverage than ever before. We hear you. You say that weather is critical, but the sooner you get our TV 10 forecast, the better. You'll see it sooner. And you tell us you like our news team and you want to see our news in a half hour. We hear you.
Now, watch the news you asked for. 30 minutes of TV 10 Action News each night from 6 to 6:30 p.m.
We hear you.
The highest stakes and most glamorous prizes in nighttime television. It's TV's ultimate game show, Sale of the Century, weeknights 7 p.m. on TV 10. World News Tonight, now 6:30 p.m. on 10.
This is Dick Wood on Action News Nightside at 11. A former state trooper shoots himself in front of Troop G headquarters, and Gerald Solomon reacts to the president's financial aid plan. Join us at 11 Nightside.
He's tough, he's debonair, he's the Fall Guy, and you'd better hang onto your seat because the Fall Guy packs a real punch. Weekdays at 4 on TV 10. Then at 5.
Young people of our tender age shouldn't be working under so much pressure.
Did you ever think learning the facts of life could be so much fun? And at 5:30, don't miss the zany antics of the 407 7th on MASH. You'll love the thrills, spills, and fun starting at 4 on TV 10.
Right at home with TV 10 today.
Now, 3 more good reasons to watch Action News. Your health is a top priority to us, so Carrie Berglund brings you the latest health and medical information on Healthbeat. Then the place you live is special, and Greg Floyd captures its uniqueness on Hometown. And the hustle and bustle of the city, stories as they unfold. John McLaughlin covers local news like no one else on the McLaughlin Report. Healthbeat, Hometown, the McLaughlin Report. Right at home on TV 10's Action News.
Good evening, I'm Marcy Elliott. In the news tonight, a convoy of about 30 dump trucks are reportedly on their way to a dump site in Summit, Schoharie County, and a possible confrontation with some town residents. Mike Smith will have the latest from the Goofy Games in Orlando, and Arnie, the complete weather forecast. All on Nightcast at 11. Join us then.
WTEN, Channel 10 Albany, WCDC, Channel 19 Adams.
Let's make a world of difference.
That's right at home.
It's time for Truth or Consequences. Hi, I'm Larry Anderson, and this is Murray.
Hi.
And now, what's my favorite color? You didn't tell the truth. Here's the consequence. Snow in their living room. And for being such great sports, a brand new car. Isn't this great?
Truth or Consequences, outrageously unexpected. Truth or Consequences, weeknights at 7:30 on TV 10. Meet Geraldo.
My approach to television is a lot like my approach to life. It's physical, passionate, and involved.
Geraldo, a new approach to talk shows.
The truth doesn't always come to those who sit and wait. Sometimes you have to go out and find it.
Geraldo, new this fall.
Somewhere along the line, a lot of talk shows got stuck in a rut. Isn't it about time someone shook things up again?
Geraldo, definitely not all talk. Geraldo, weekdays at 9 on TV 10.
It's a lot like having 250 people over to the house. You're nervous, you want them all to have a good time. That's very much like what we do every day of the week. We work very hard to make this unnatural environment in a television studio as comfortable as possible. And that's what we've done for 20 years.
Donahue, now at 5 on TV 10.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, Pat Benatar will tell us why she's wide awake in dreamland.
Also this week, Sammy Davis Jr. and Tony Danza join us on Good Morning America.
Good evening, I'm Greg Floyd. Coming up tonight on 10 Eyewitness News Nightcast, a bus crash in Guilderland sends several people to the hospital. We'll have the details. Some folks in Rensselaer County say the area is getting too big for its britches. The Reverend Al Sharpton is taking a TV station to court. We'll tell you why. And there are dragons on the Hong Kong River. We'll show them to you. It is all tonight on Nightcast.
Join us Wednesday night at 10 for Children of War and a World of Difference special.
You're watching WTEN, TV 10, Albany, New York. You're watching WTEN, TV 10, Albany, New York.
TV 10 is right at home with you.
Jobs and the future of the capital region. Your #1 concern. Tonight at 6 o'clock, News 10 reports to you.
It's an all-too-familiar story. You had a good, high-paying job with no financial worries. Then you lost it. You got a new job, but it sure doesn't pay like the other one. It's a terrible situation to be in, but you're not alone. This is Angela Hampton. In a News 10 special report, Learning to Live with Less, we'll report to you about what others like you are doing to deal with this growing problem.
Tonight on News 10 at 6 o'clock.
Tonight on News 10 at 11, news that could make you millions. When you play the lottery, it helps to know what numbers you should be playing to have a better shot at winning big. Some numbers come up more often than others, and some numbers never come up at all. Tonight, we'll tell you exactly which numbers are better than others. So next time you make an attempt at Lottomania, luck may be on your side.
May fortune be with you.
Watch Lucky Lotto numbers, News 10 at 11 tonight.
Dan Murphy reports to you tonight, News 10 Sports.
Next, Rosie.
We don't need work.
Funny man, David Allen Greer.
We don't need money. We just need cookies.
Need some craft corner tricks for Halloween treats?
Would you ever want to be this for Halloween?
No. Nickelodeon's Keenan and Kel.
She does the interview. We do the comedy too.
And the Iron Woman's back and gets the surprise of her life.
Whoa! Yo, Rosie!
Next, Rosie.
Tomorrow at 4 on ABC 10. Call ABC 10 at 436-1010 for the latest lottery numbers. Sponsored by your local Chevrolet dealers, the biggest, strongest team in automotive history.
News 10 Doppler weather with Andy Gregorio. Today on News 10 First Report.
Today we live in a world where you need information that is accurate, dependable.
News 10. You want news without the stunts and gimmicks.
News 10. Without the hype and sensational reporting.
News 10.
Without the nonsense.
News 10.
Real news Every day, News 10 from experienced and dedicated professionals.
I'm Jim Brennan.
Elisa Streeter.
Steve Caparizzo. Dan Murphy.
Tracy Egan.
John McLaughlin.
Tune to the #1 evening news, News 10 on WTEN, ABC 10. We report to you. Jim Brennan, 24 years of local experience. Elisa Streeter, 10. Tracy Egan, 15. John McLaughlin, 33. That's more than 80 years of combined experience right here in the Capital Region. And with experience, you get results. Check out the new ABC10.com. Just type ABC10.com for the latest local news from the #1 evening news team. Get the latest business reports, sports scores and stats, and go behind the scenes of the entertainment world. Plus, ABC10.com is the only place to go for your News 10 Doppler weather forecast 24 hours a day. Created and maintained by Albany Online, the Capital Region's choice for internet services. Have you logged on lately? It's as easy as click, click, click. So what are you waiting for? Try ABC10.com today.
This is the Capital Region's ABC 10.
On election night, News 10 once again had the Capital Region's best local coverage of the races important to you.
One of the most talked about races around.
By the margin of victory for Joe Signor, as you...
It wasn't just because we have experience and the most professional anchors.
A lot of people knew that you were going to win, but why was it so big?
It wasn't just because we have the hardest working staff of street reporters. It was because we had pizza.
I've had it up to here with pizza on election night, though.
Put our families first when it comes to decisions that affect our lives. From what we wear, to where we drive, to our personal safety, weather in the Northeast plays a big part of our daily lives. And at News 10, we will always have the latest weather technology and the most dependable team of forecasters. But the real value of all these resources is keeping your family informed. I know that, and that's why I'm here.
Steve Caparizzo and the Doppler Weather Team, only on News 10.
In the News 10 newsroom, the breaking story puts everyone to the test.
We interrupt this program for a News 10 special report.
Sorting information. Coming in from everywhere.
Let's do it now.
Deciding what's right and what's relevant.
Where our own Terry McSweeney is standing by line.
Speed counts, so does accuracy. That's when experience and sound news judgment win out. That's the mark of a leader.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Terry McSweeney.
And I'm Elisa Streeter.
When news breaks, News 10 puts it together.
Well up over 150, maybe as high as 200.
They played fast.
This is the real thing. This is the real thing. Get in the cellar. Go.
You've seen the power of severe weather, but only the power of News 10 Storm Tracker can warn you first. Others can't keep up with Storm Tracker and the Storm Tracker weather team when severe weather is on its way.
Storm Tracker can drill down deep into the storm and zero in on your neighborhood, telling you exactly when and where the storm will hit.
Stay in front of the storm with Storm Tracker, only on News 10.
News 10 is the news station.
Proving it to more and more people.
This intense storm and it will be.
Experience the difference.
Live team coverage of their self-contained breathing apparatus.
See why so many are turning to 10.
News 10 is the news station. News 10 is the news station.
It's not just a catchphrase.
It's who we are.
It's what we do.
Bringing news and weather to life.
We took our initial reading.
Just how qualified are the teachers teaching your kids?
News 10 is the news station. Experience the news station at night.
News 10 at 11 begins with breaking news. You can see behind these streets.
Feel it.
Pushing the storm through and then on out.
So big.
And discover the difference.
News 10 at 11.
On the news station.
The News 10 Storm Tracker channel. Instant weather 24/7.
Don't be taken by surprise. It's simple. Your current forecast, anytime you need it, on one station.
The News 10 Storm Tracker channel on Time Warner Digital Channel 554. Wake up with News 10 in the morning.
Another development now on the breaking news this morning.
Wake up to what's new.
While you were sleeping, police.
Wake up live in the scene.
This is happening right now.
Wake up to your Storm Tracker forecast.
Storm's moving through.
Wake up with the news station. We're not just covering the day's big stories. We're changing the way you see local news. Watch and discover the difference. This is the news station. News 10.
Breaking news tonight.
Did you know that you can watch News 10 online at WTEN.com? That's right. News anytime you need to know.
WTEN.com. Only from the news station. Real style.
I'm not kidding. They passed a law that says you can't let your chickens go wild. Are your parents proud of you?
Straight to the point.
The budget that was passed the Republicans is bogus. Nothing but baloney. Study then.
Real connections.
Not a bad catch, right?
A man of the people.
Everybody's going gaga. Rub-a-dub-dub. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds good.
Experience reporting you'll only find here.
I'm John McLaughlin. I have the story coming up on News 10.
This is what it feels like to watch.
Hail the size of diamond borders. House started to shake, and I look out the window.
It's still a very active season.
Stimulate your senses. News 10, the news station at night. It's happening all around you. It's happening right now. The stories of the moment. The stories that really matter. News 10 is the news station.
It doesn't matter.
Meaningless news. It's taking an overwhelming toll, but its days are numbered. Thanks to News 10, meaningless news is relieved with stories that matter.
I like that.
News 10 in the morning, noon, night, and just before bed. We'll help you take control of meaningless news today. It's why more people are depending on the news station. See if News 10 is right for you.
Very forecast driven. Tonight, storms coming in at 9 o'clock. So go out early this evening. Late tonight, it's going to be tough going. That's what I want to do, is help people plan their everyday lives.
Can you feel it? Get ready to rock. Before the CMA Awards, before the leading ladies and country's big guns take the stage, before the envelopes are opened, we take you to the red carpet. CMA 2007 on the red carpet, November 7th at 7:30, only on WTEN.
Tonight, a killer's chilling interview.
Then I did the rap.
Convicted in this autistic boy's death.
Why didn't you help? Like his pros.
A first look at the tape that took this suspect down. Only on News 10 at 11. Take it off. The naked truth of one charity car wash raising hope and eyebrows. Narrowing in on classroom violence. Just how tough are school days. Tonight, new reports on crimes and your student safety on News 10 at 11.
The side effects could be deadly. A new warning for parents as the cold season hits children in full force.
There's only one way to eliminate this uncertainty. Make the tax relief permanent.
A push to end recession fears, but the president's address means for you.
News 10 at 11. You're watching WTEN.
A local man murdered. Tonight, police are on the hunt for the killer suspect. A new warning for parents, the baby seat that's fracturing skulls and leaving lifelong scars. And the bus driver that was high driving kids home.
On News 10 at 11.
WTEN is pleased to bring you Saturday morning children's programming. We have information in our public file about children's educational and informational programming that airs on our station. You are welcome to view our public file during normal business hours at the WTEN studios, 341 Northern Boulevard, Albany.
This is the oven?
Yes.
A sickness that compels people to live in filth.
There's people coming out of the house I grew up in with masks on.
They aren't just somewhere else. Hoarders are here too. Capital Region Hoarders. Monday only on News 10 ABC at 11.
How are we going to do it? Hope for the best and plan for the worst.
We're on the front lines of what police say.
You never know who's on the other side of the door.
It's a local epidemic, a state epidemic, a national problem. Child porn bust. A News 10 exclusive Monday at 11. When wild weather hits the Capital Region, Chief Meteorologist Steve Caparizzo stays with you, giving you up-to-date information. We go to the storm with live reports and continuing team coverage. News 10 ABC, with you before, during, and after the storm.
Breaking news.
The body of a naked woman.
It was found about 10 feet off the road.
Authorities are asking for the public's help.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Department has identified the woman.
Her boyfriend is now a person of interest.
Stay with News 10 ABC as this story develops tonight at 11.
From the streets of the biggest city in America with weather from all around the country, I'm Sam Champion.
And with the most accurate forecast for the capital region, I'm meteorologist Kenny Burr.
With years of experience and the latest technology,
We're here to get your day started.
we work together every morning to tell you what you want to know.
And what you need to know.
Right here from New York City.
All the way to the capital region.
Count on Good Morning America and News 10 ABC in the morning to start your day. And we're off. News 10 ABC has moved our evening newscast to the Saratoga racetrack for the season. It's your favorite news team right in the middle of all the excitement. Wednesday through Friday at 4, 5, and 6. For complete track coverage, the day's news and weather, you can count on News 10 ABC. They were found abandoned by railroad tracks. 3 puppies not even a month old. And the animal cruelty case got a lot more disturbing. Each puppy found suffering from similar injuries. News 10 went to see them, and tonight we're taking you inside the investigation. And we'll hear why authorities are so desperate to find out who did this on News 10 at 11. The Secret Service took News 10 behind closed doors.
Everybody's getting hacked, everybody's getting compromised.
To find out about an important problem.
They are responding to a cyber incident.
And News 10 told you how to keep hackers away from your money.
Welcome to News 10 ABC.
It's what you get.
With the most experienced news team in the capital region.
Determination.
Bringing you breaking news first.
Chasing down a story.
No matter where it takes
Still
us.
a very active situation.
Taxpayer dollars.
Dependability.
The most live weather coverage with the very latest information.
To keep you and your family safe.
You can hear my voice, you hear your town, you hear your street. Take shelter.
That's dedicated.
Determined Dependable. That's News 10 ABC.